I think it was in the middle of the pandemic. I was scrolling through YouTube and I happened to find this video. And from this point on, I just lost my shit. This thing looked so cool. I thought this gameplay was just like the developer, because I went on Steam and it wasn't available yet. And it wasn't until probably a week ago I realized you could just go download the demo on a different website. So my dumbass has been thinking this wasn't playable this whole time. It is, and I'm fucking glad I found it. This thing is as fun to play as it looks. The concept of the game is literally you get fish boat and harpoon and you go and you kill some gods. Simple as that. It's a demo. It's not flawless. It has a lot of room to improve, but it's such a cool concept that it's executed very well. There's only 4 bosses in the game, so I'll kind of just go through each one at a time. The first boss is what I can refer to as a whale with wings. And since this was my first boss, I'm like, okay, let's get into the feel of this game. What's it like? And it is fucking horrifying. You go on the boat, there's some textures fucked up. It's whatever, not a big deal. And then you start going out and you're following this thing on your radar. In the anticipation of not knowing what it is, how big it is, and there's nothing. There's just ocean. The graphics are actually quite nice too. Like the water texture is nice. The sounds, everything. You're going up, you're getting closer to it, and then you see it, and you're like, holy fucking shit. This first one's pretty simple, but it might be my favorite. Basically, this whale thing circles around the boat, jumps up into the air, and goes under you, and it just tries to hit your boat, and you have to hit its tail or its head with a harpoon. You can use a button to slow time down, which allows you to make your shots easier. Your boat gets damaged, you go to the front, and you could repair it pretty well indefinitely, but it does take time, and if you get hit too much too quickly, then yeah. Just stupid as the concept of throwing harpoons at something like this is, it's fun, it works, it's cool, it's fine, it's a demo, yada yada, you get the point. I thought this was pretty cool. I'm like, wow, this is a great first boss fight. What are the rest gonna be like? That wasn't until after it apparently has a second phase. Sky turns red, starts raining probably blood, and then it starts creating some supernovas, because that's something whales do. Like, every second of this boss fight, I feel so claustrophobic. Like, it's just, I'm forcing myself into the little box on the boat because I'm afraid to even stand outside. It is such an exhilarating feeling, such a cool original concept. I fucking loved it. It is difficult as well. These bosses aren't super easy. They're several times over. You're gonna have to keep retrying it and getting the flow for how the controls work and the gimmicks of that boss fight work. You'll see later with some of the other bosses, it can be a little unclear to what you're supposed to do, but it's also kind of fun that you get to learn and keep trying. I would say similar to a Dark Souls boss, but I feel like people would shoot me for that. But yeah, same idea. You're not gonna one attempt the boss. You're gonna have to keep going in. Oh, it does this at this point. And it even has certain attacks that don't happen the first time around, and then you go in next time, it's like, oh, well, this is new. And it's kind of cool. I like it. After defeating it with this really cool looking ending, you unlock the next one. Pretty cool. The second boss, I see a bunch of rocks that are obviously some type of landmark. I go up to them, and as I'm circling these rocks, I'm trying to find a way in. I'm looking inside, I'm like, huh, that sort of looks like an eyeball. Maybe it is. And then I get a little closer, and then, oh, the rocks go down, and hi, there he is. Look at him. He's handsome. Look at the charming guy. Yeah, you shoot him. His things come out. No pause, and now you're fighting a giant squid octopus. I think it's an octopus. Never mind. This boss fight introduces a new mechanic, which is explosive harpoons. You can toggle between the normal ones and the explosive ones. Explosive ones don't deal damage to the boss for some reason, but the normal ones do. Why would I want to switch between them? Explosive ones are going to destroy the boulders that are being thrown at me. So I just have all these tentacles swinging around, and I'm trying to like hit them as they're coming towards the boat, destroy the rocks as they're being thrown at me. Second phase comes along, again, looks fucking cool. And then the thing starts flinging me in the air, and I have to shoot boulders while I'm flying. Yeah, that it like sticks its arms out and it starts healing, and you gotta snipe those, and I can't really explain anything else. It's just that, but it's fun, it's exhilarating. Like, look at this. Third boss comes along and you get to see it right away. Like, oh, it's a bird. This is gonna be interesting. It starts flying away, going to these pedestals. I'm like, huh, why is it passive? I was thinking this is gonna be some weird, unique fight. It's not gonna attack me. It's just kind of gonna move around, and maybe there's gonna be like phases where more things come or whatever. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Once you use your explosive harpoon to light the thing on fire twice, it goes ape shit, more supernovas.
Oh, fuck. Help me.
flying rock going under the water, diving you. This thing looks so fucking cool, especially once you kill it. I think this was easily the hardest of all of them because it's definitely the hardest to hit and you need to be hitting it as often as you can, especially when it starts. Yeah. Then we get to our last boss, which very disappointed. Looks pretty cool. I show up, there's all these rings, more of an environment that's obviously supposed to be there. Radar says boss is in there. I go in, look, it's a turtle. This is pretty cool. So I kind of do the same thing I did in the last boss fight. These look like they can be destroyed. So I shoot him, smashes against the turtle. He's still passive. Hit him again. Well, this wasn't what I was expecting. So as cool as this reveal is that like this one's kind of a machine, there's two issues. One, it's not exactly scary or exciting like the other ones, and I actually couldn't beat it. So I'm gonna steal some footage from someone else. See, what you're supposed to do is use your explosive harpoons to get the cannons on the turtle's back disabled. Once you disable all of them, you can go up to the front of it and it will try diving at you and it'll open its mouth. You can shoot a harpoon in, reset the whole cycle and keep doing that, which immediately I don't like that it has a cycle unlike the other bosses. This boss also takes an extraordinarily long time compared to the other bosses. So what's the issue with this? I reset the boss 3 times, and despite disabling every cannon, and I know I disabled every cannon because no matter what side of the turtle I was on, I was not getting shot by the cannons, it would never bring me to the phase where it would start attacking me. So it was literally just me sitting there for an hour circling around the turtle and not doing anything because I couldn't. So very boring, and it sucks that I really liked the game and then I leave it with this kind of yucky taste in my mouth, but not much I can do about it. Even if this did work, I think it would be the worst boss fight because one, like I said, it has phases unlike the other ones, and two, it runs away from you. It never directly attacks you or gets close or anything. It just kind of circles and then shoots you a bit. Even when you get close, it's like, whoa, big turtle. And then, yeah, it's also kind of buggy. People are getting like glitched inside of the turtle and all that. So to give my final opinions on it, it's fucking great demo. Would love to see this get made into a final game, and I believe it's only one person doing this, which is even more nuts to me. It's been in development for like 2+ years though, and I haven't heard anything about it since. I've been looking, and it sucks that I don't know if it's still being made or not. I really hope this could be a really good game. Definitely the best boss of the 3, the first boss. You don't know where it is, unlike the other ones, because the other ones have a landmark and they kind of stay remotely stationary. With the whale, you are just in the ocean and you are fighting it and you gotta find it. And it's also your first boss, so like you don't know what you're getting into. It is such a fucking cool feeling. I love this game. I hope it goes somewhere. Bye.